Storyteller Circus is coming to your town. The best bang for your buck, it is the only game around where you forget about your troubles, at least for a little while. We never charge a cover, we just want to see you smile. Here at Storyteller Circus, and we're coming to your town. Underneath this old here big top is where the adventure will go down. Here at Storyteller Circus.
Hello, all my circus freaks out there. It's story time, and I am your humble storyteller. Well, I haven't done an update video in a while. We've been concentrating more on the wrestling aspect of things. Giving the guys a chance to, get some FaceTime, get y'all kind of familiar with them and those characters, That's why the intros to their videos have been different, because I wanted to kind of get y'all used to their entrance music, to where you kind of associate the music with that character. And in the future, we'll be doing, getting y'all more familiar with these characters' stories, kind of their motivations, their move sets, signature moves, finishers, that kind of thing, So that way, when we get to, championship tournament day, y'all will know what's going on. Still trying to kind of flesh out our roster. Ultimately, what we might end up having to do is, the guys will have to play multiple characters, which is not ideal, but it's not uncommon in a small wrestling promotion. But that's coming in the future. But I feel that here in the last couple of weeks, even though these wrestling promos have been really fun to do, and we've got some momentum built, and the guys are really excited about what's coming next. They're finally coming to me saying, hey, we got to make the next video, which is what I want, which is what I need. But at the same time, I feel that I'm neglecting the Dungeons and Dragons aspect of the channel, because the whole project is viewed through, this fantasy realm's lens. And everything that takes place in this fantasy realm. So that's been a challenge, but I'll be making another Storyteller Storytime Giant Storybook story video here probably Friday or Saturday. I'll post it, and in it I'll go in depth into a new region of the map. But at the same time, I want to be able to present it in an entertaining way, and in a way that doesn't feel like I'm a professor. I'm a history professor. So I've got to iron out some details with that. I've got to come up with a compelling story that also introduces you to the culture and region which I'm going to, feature. So I've got some writing to do and make sure I practice my lines and make it polished so that, it looks good. I've got some other bits that I'm kind of working on. I know I've mentioned before the Kiss the Cook series, which I'm debating which angle I want to go with it. Ultimately, I'll probably end up going with both of them. But, either I do a series of silly, quirky videos kind of detailing what it's like to work in a busy kitchen. Either that or I do actual cooking videos. And like I said, ultimately, I'll probably end up doing both. But if I do cooking videos, I'm going to need some sort of camera that records more than 10 or 15 minutes worth of video. Right now, I'm just using my phone. And it's worked great. I'm working with what I got. Adapt, improvise, overcome. But I really need something that I can just push play and then record and then not have to stop. And, if I have to do multiple takes or something, it just make life a little easier if I could then, download the footage to a computer and edit it that way instead of just on my phone. So I'm working on that, either, buying something or borrowing or whatever. I've got another bit I'm thinking about doing, kind of a man on the street bit, and I don't want to give away too much because I don't want to spoil the surprise, but again, there are some more logistics that are going into that, planning and scheduling and whatnot. I've had a few people ask me, are y'all really hitting each other? Specifically about the incident with myself and Lion for Life, where he sucker punched me and then I story timed let me reassure everyone that this is pro wrestling, okay? We don't intend to beat each other up and plot revenge. This is just something that we enjoy a whole awful lot. Specifically, you would think after breaking my leg, I would have given up on this idea. But I got to thinking, I can't not do this. I remember one of my earliest memories, it's 1982 or 3, when the Rock and Roll Express fought against the American Blondes, I believe. And I saw that on TV in Texas when I was itty-bitty and didn't realize it at the time, but that's gone on to be touted as one of the best tag team wrestling matches in history. Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, they were, back when they were in their tag team days, they were top notch. But ever since then, I've had this just obsession with wrestling. I remember being 10 or 11 years old, and me and my brother were wrestling with one of his friends, and they went to do a toss into the ropes, and I was supposed to bounce back and do a double clothesline, but they ended up tossing me a little bit wrong, and I ended up flying Superman style across the room, fell on the floor, and landed and broke my arm. But I can't not do it. It's what I love. But I guess next major project, as far as material goes, is going to be our ring. We can't really move ahead until we get a ring, so we need a ring. So that means we're going to have to buy, wood or whatever, a piece at a time, until we got all the materials, and then we got to schedule a day to build the thing, and then, figure out where we're going to set it up, and then schedule practices and stuff. So, that's going to be a challenge, but, that's going to happen. Probably means I got to get off my butt and get a second job. But, it is what it is. I want this to be a reality, so I've got to take the steps necessary to make it a reality. Which means I'm going to have to work, a part-time job on top of my full-time job, on top of trying to put out 3 or 4 videos a week, and still have enough time for family and my sanity. But like I said, I wouldn't change any of this. Yes, it is a challenge. Yes, it can be discouraging at times, but I have had so much fun doing this that I just can't not stop it. I would love for this to turn into something that, becomes a business. And that's kind of been my goal from the beginning. But they say you find a way to make a living at doing what you love, you never work a day in your life. And that's the ultimate goal. I want to be a YouTuber. But we'll be introducing some new characters along the way. I know from our BCW days, a lot of times, me specifically, I had 2 or 3 characters. I had the storyteller character. I also had Ramsey. Went under a mask. I had another character I played a few times called the Shadow. So that's kind of the necessary evil of a small, wrestling promotion, if you want to call this that. But we're trying to get more people involved. So, be looking forward to that. As we introduce new characters, I'll introduce them to y'all. And as I, finalize the plans for the D&D game, I need to start doing, intro videos for those characters and whatnot. But I think that about covers it for this time, y'all. So like, follow, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. I love y'all, and I hope to hear from you soon. All my circus freaks.